Welcome to Dreadful Legends, where we dive deep into the darkest and most chilling stories.
The old Collins mansion had been abandoned for decades, a looming relic of a bygone era shrouded in darkness and decay. Despite warnings of its haunted history, a group of urban explorers couldn't resist the thrill of unveiling its secret. As they ventured inside, the musty air was thick with an unsettling presence, as if the very walls were watching their every move. Pushing deeper into the dilapidated interior, they came upon a room frozen in time. A child's nursery with dusty dolls and tattered storybooks strewn about. Unnerved by the eerie atmosphere, they pressed on, their flickering flashlight beams casting long shadows that seemed to take on sinister forms. That's when they heard it, a faint scratching sound, like tiny fingernails skittering behind the walls. Chalking it up to rats, they continued their exploration, but the scratching grew louder, more insistent, echoing through the empty halls. Suddenly, a piercing shriek shattered the silence, and one of the explorers, Sarah, let out a blood-curdling scream. The others whirled around to find Sarah clawing at her face, her eyes wide with terror as she gasped. It came out of the wall. It's here. Before anyone could react, an unseen force violently hurled her across the room, her body slamming into a decrepit bookcase with a sickening crunch. Panic ensued as the scratching intensified, seeming to emanate from the very walls themselves. The remaining explorers fled in blind terror, their flashlights flickering wildly as they desperately sought an exit, but the watcher in the walls had no intention of letting them escape. One by one, they were picked off, dragged screaming into the shadowy recesses as twisted, inhuman forms emerged from the crumbling plaster. Sarah's mangled body was the last they saw before the darkness consumed them, her sightless eyes a horrific reminder of the malevolent entity that had claimed the Collins mansion as its own.